Okay. Talk to me. So you were mentioning about competitions. I want to get into competitions. Now that we kind of set like the basis of like what
Yeah.
jiu-jitsu is and how people get into it and what it's like sparring and stuff.
Yeah.
What is it like when you go to a competition and you're about to start? So I want to both talk about this, the mental aspect of it, like
Yeah.
what your thoughts are, and also like the physical
Yeah.
aspect of it, like what your techniques are and stuff like that, what you try to go for. So first with the mental aspect. So before a fight, are you thinking about strategy or tactics, or like thinking about what you want to do to the opponent, or you just kind of like just trying to keep as clear-headed as possible?
Like that's a good question. Like it's like every competition is a competition. Do you know what I mean? Like it's so different. And I'm a blue belt still. Do you know what I mean? Blue belt, 3 stripes. Like it's not like I've mastered it. Like I feel like you only have property to talk about certain things when you're like black belt level and then you're at the top there. You're trying to win the world championship black belt level. Then you're ready to say, oh yeah, do this, do that. Do you know what I mean? But what works for me before the competition is like, I'll think about, am I gonna pull guard or am I gonna take down? But I feel like that's just a thing for me to focus on, other than like, oh, am I gonna be on weight? Am I? Is the guy tall? Is the guy short? Is the guy got long arm? Got short arms? Is the guy got long leg? Short leg? Is the guy guard puller? Is the guy
You
guy
don't
that's
think
gonna
about
take
him at
down?
all. You just think about
Yeah,
yourself.
exactly. There's so many for me to think of that if I just think, well, what's the first thing that I could do in the fight? Oh, I could pull guard or I could take down. So I'll think that like, but this weekend I was like, yeah, I'm gonna take down everyone. Got there, soon shook hands. I saw our hips are too low. I'm like, I need to pull guard here. Poof, pull guard. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a thing that is actually gonna happen
In the moment, you have
Yeah,
to make a
in the
decision
moment you need to
different.
make
Yeah,
a different
yeah,
decision
yeah,
sometimes.
yeah,
Like,
yeah,
it's not a certainty thing.
yeah.
But like another thing that I'm seeing, like this time I nailed it in what food to bring. But like it's a you thing because you know what you eat during the day and stuff. So like I know if I like this time I got there I had so like the things I had in mind was I need salt, I need sugar, and I need hydration. So like I got like some chips, I got like a chocolate bar or whatever, and then I got some drink. Do you know what I mean? I knew I couldn't have anything too heavy, cause like, you know, I don't know if you experienced
I
this.
did experience it last time, yeah. The minute
But
you
like
get
when
there,
you
you're like-
fight, when the minute you get to the place, bro, you want to go toilet
Immediately, you're like,
immediately.
fuck,
For
I
like,
need to do it before.
but it's not just for peeing. It's for like both things. You know what I mean? Because your body's actually in fight mode. You know you're gonna fight someone.
Yeah.
You know, like if you have the least weight on you, that's the
Yeah,
best you
exactly.
are. Do you know what I mean? And
Exactly.
your body's trying to sometimes get you out of the situation as well. Do you know what I mean? And that will all play psychology with you. So like there's certain ways for you to trick your body around it. Do you know what I mean? I did. I had the salt, I had the sugar.
eating the right types of
Yeah,
food. And then,
if I had like a protein, do you know what I mean? I might have to go toilet.
yeah. No, you're right, 100% right. It's mad because again, it's something you learn through your first couple of competitions, but something I
Yeah.
definitely learned. I always talk about the people at the gym. And I was like, yeah, man, I think I need to figure out how like my food, because I know the fact like when I went there thinking, oh, I'll just eat in the morning and then I'll be fine. Then as soon as, especially when you're it gets pushed back later on in the day,
Yeah.
you're just sitting there like anxious but
Hungry.
also hungry because you don't want to eat because you know that you have to fight. So it's all of that just like figuring out like that kind of like like the nutritions and all that is also very
Yeah, I
interesting.
feel like if jiu-jitsu, if you look at it, it's figuring out how you work.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Completely.
On so many levels.
Yeah,
yeah.
how you work with your food, how do you work with your sleep, how do you work with your body, do you know what I mean?
And also how you
to
work-
use it.
How you work in certain situations.
machine,
so
yeah.
how are you when someone's got you in a fucking
Exactly.
and then like you calm or do you panic? Like what are you going to do?
Exactly.
Like, you know. On that actually, how do you think jiu-jitsu has helped you handle like pressure and like obviously like, you know, being in certain positions like you know, disadvantages in a competition.
Yeah.
Especially for me, especially for inspiring, I used to panic. I used to be like so excited, was trying to get out immediately when someone would have me in a choke, instead of relaxing and then waiting to see what would happen. You
for
know,
the hand
for the hand.
fight.
Yeah. So like for you, what was that for you? Like, and also like give
Yeah.
some advice as to how people can handle being in like bad positions.
I feel like
Jiu-jitsu.
this comes off like being a white belt in jiu-jitsu, because being a white belt in jiu-jitsu is gonna mean people is gonna use you as a puppet. So like the blue belts, some of them like the purples, they're trying their new things on you. So because you're that useless, like you can't do that much. Your body hasn't learned that much. So like that would be the moment that you're gonna figure these things out. But the only way for you to figure them out is going through them. Like it's not like I can give you a certain recipe. Relax, because sometimes you can't relax. Do you know what I mean?
Sometimes
if he really got the choke on, you gotta like grip it, turn on one way, try to get it. Do you know what I mean? You can't say you gotta relax all the time.
Right.
Yeah, it's a hard one, but I feel like the white belt is gonna prepare you for that.
100%.
Yeah.
I'm learning that now. I think that's the best part about it. It's the most fun too, because you learn so much every session, but you also try not to get demotivated, because you know, like you're facing everyone else, like who's like you know, higher belt than you. You have you obviously you think you've got a chance, and sometimes you know you do well, but then it's like you just know, like if they turned it on, if they really like wanted to, they could like, you know, finish that position quicker. Okay, so outside of training, is there anything that you do to stay in shape? Is it like do you focus on like cardio, or like do you like lift weights in order to like, or do you for competition? How do you? What's the physical side for you?
For me, it works a lot different, because like my routine is very different from a normal person's routine. So like I'll train Sunday midday, I'll train Monday in the evening, but like in between these I'm doing classes, I'm teaching. So like people are using my body to do stuff as well, do you know what I mean? Like it's all like tweaking and stuff. So like I'm getting hurt all these times, so my body needs to regenerate. So like everything I do outside of jiu-jitsu, I've seen that like damages me. Do you know what I mean? So like anything I do more, that's gonna damage me. But because I'm doing a lot of jiu-jitsu, so like sometimes I'll train like yesterday, because was it yesterday or like Monday? Monday, because this kid's half term. I got there at 4 p.m. I trained till 9. Like the whole time just training, like no stop.
And your body reacts okay to that?
Exactly, it does. But like I'll have to like have that in mind for my dieting. Like even though my diet is trash, but because I can eat stuff that's like high calorie, because it's gonna literally burn out in 2 hours of.
You're just gonna
and I'm there. Well, I was there like 4 or 5 hours. Do you know what I mean? 2 hours, that's all gone. So like, there's no that much need of looking into my diet as like, is this healthy food? Like, I see it as like the more calorie I can take of this, the better. It's gonna help me.
And in cardio, I know you cycle. Is that like, do you do that just to get to the
bro. Like if I had a car, I'd be driving a car to the place as well.
I thought like, nah, this guy's like really on it. He does cardio. He does this. He does that.
That bike I got for £100 from a crackhead somewhere in London, bro. Like, I'm gonna use that instead of paying the 200 quid tube. Do you know what I mean?
Fairs, bro. She was crazy. Yeah. But no, I mean, the side effect, it doesn't help you cardio, I'm guessing. You know, cycling and to and back from.
Yeah, but you must be like, to be honest, I don't even sweat the way. Because I'll not like be cycling crazy, because I know if I keep a certain pace, I'll get there in 45 minutes. So I'll just keep that pace forever. I'll not be going crazy. So I'll literally not sweat.
Taking your time.
I'll get there and not sweat at all.
Okay. How do you, if you had to assess yourself as an athlete, right? What are some of your biggest advantages? I don't want to get disadvantages, because someone might watch this, but like stuff crazy. That you know that you're getting better at, not disadvantage, but stuff that you're getting better at and you're starting to figure out. But yeah, what's some of your biggest advantages and stuff that
as an athlete,
like
performance-wise,
like performance-wise.
Yeah, that's a good question. So like. Yeah, as long as you don't post this before I fight that guy. So he's like,
I'll make sure not
this
to.
Guy's shit at this. Okay, I'm gonna get him.
His practice is just that.
Exactly. I feel like I I need to get a lot better on my pressure from the top.
Mm.
I feel like being a light guy, me being like properly positioned in a way that like my whole body, there's not a single mistake, not a single wrong tweak of my body, because otherwise the guy's gonna throw me up. Do you know what I mean? Like that's something I need to.
So how do you
work
do
a
that?
lot.
How do you make sure you do that?
Drilling? You drill. You get like because it's all about. What I've seen about the drill is because everyone's got a different body. So like imagine today I'm drilling with you. You're shorter than me, you're lighter than me. And then tomorrow I drill with someone that's like twice your size, twice your weight. The way I tweak my body around you and the way I tweak my body around him is completely different. So like the most bodies I go through doing that, the more experienced I'll be
You figure
in
out
the
how to-
different
yeah,
shapes.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
So like then when I'm in a fight, my body's gonna realize how to react to that type of body. It's specific. You know what I mean?
How much of jiu-jitsu do you think is an instinct, and how much do you think is conscious?
Listen, if it's in fighting,
Yeah.
if it's in the competition, it's all instinct.
You think so?
Yeah,
I'm starting
because
to
I
realize
don't,
that. Yeah.
I remember my fight way more from the phone. Like
Getting
I
in the
can remember
moment.
my fight from the phone, me watching the phone, how my fight went. But the fight going there, I don't remember much of it. I can see it,
Yeah.
but like I don't remember my thoughts
just
during
can't
it
just, like,
because it's
move.
just like so much of like analyzing what the guy is doing and you following it around. You don't have time. If you stop to think, it's already too late. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
So like, yeah, I feel it's so instinct, but that how are we gonna achieve that? Like through training. Like if you show up 5 times a week and
That's
put
like,
in the work,
Yeah, 100%.
your body's gonna realize that's the usual. Like you gotta go through this.
No, 100%. I agree. I think that's where I'm getting to now, where I'm starting to realize more instinct. I have to trust my instincts too when I'm inspiring too, because it's like at certain points, even if you think sometimes you just don't even have the words to explain it to yourself, but you know, oh, if I do this, I get out of it. Or if I do this, it helps me do the move quicker. You know, I think especially for a white belt, defensive moves.
Yeah.
Being in defensive all the time. That's why sometimes I face someone, I'm like, I just gotta make sure I get through the round without being submitted.
Exactly.
Like it's not even about getting the technique. It's not even about. It's just like
because you know this person's gonna destroy.
It's gonna destroy you. It's coming. And then they're gonna come in for you
Yeah, you
the
gotta
whole
do
time.
that.
You know. So it's
That's
about
the white belt experience,
that's
bro.
literally like you.
Yeah, I went through it.
I can see everyone has to go through it. Yeah, but no, it's true, and it's like I think that's what makes it really interesting too, because you face some people and you're like, okay, cool. If I can just get through this 5-minute round or 6-minute round, and then sometimes you get close, and sometimes you're like, fuck, and get angry with yourself because of a mistake that you make, knowing that I could have got out of that if I didn't make that mistake back there.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's how you learn, innit? Like, gotta go.
I think because I'll talk about this with my friend too. It's like there's things in jiu-jitsu where it's like it's like chess almost, right? It's like you could have stopped it 3 moves ago, but because you didn't, 2-3 moves later, you're in a position where you just have to wait until it submits you.
You need a weird angle for it to escape.
Yeah. So you gotta wait and like, how do you get better at that? Like figuring out how.
I feel like it's to understand like what happened there is because you got fewer options, but that doesn't mean you don't have options. It just means you got less. And like for you to time the proper one and the guy to, because like let's say you got 2 options and the guy knows you only got 2 options from there. If he can time it better than you're gonna end up losing. I'm saying because the guy is just trying to win.
Yeah.
That's what most people don't remember.
Yeah.
Like, the guy is just trying to do everything to win.
Yeah.
It's like that's why you can't think of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the competition. Like I was thinking this time, I'm gonna go. I want to do, if I can do close guard and omoplatus from close guard. But what did that mean on the day? Or I've realized after it. Every time I was searching for those things, the person saw by my body, like how my body was positioned, that I was going for those things. So the antagonist of that move showed up. So like, let's say I'm looking for that closed guard, didn't appear, but a triangle. Like I could catch a half triangle there. Boom. and stay there a little bit, and then the guy go out, and then I'm trying to close again, and he realized, start putting his feet in, and then I'm going to his feet. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, all this stuff is gonna happen because of that. If you show exactly where you want to go, the guy's gonna stop it.
Yeah, yeah. So it's always be aware that you could try to go for something, or even like, don't even go for anything. Just kind of see in the moment what's the best available option. So like, you can't just be like, I'm just gonna go for a triangle. It's like, I'm okay. His legs there, I go for the leg. You know, instead of like, I'm gonna keep trying to go for the triangle, even if because sometimes I feel I get caught in that, like, because I'm in my head, I was like, oh, I can make this work. So I'm like trying to like struggle to make it work. Where actually his hand is there. I could have just like did an arm thing. But it's like I'm still always trying to go for the triangle. So it's
I feel
like
that's with like, you're gonna realize every position there's gonna be a place, like which one is the safest place for you and the worst place for him. So that's what you should be aiming for. You know what I mean? Anything that happens in between is gonna be like luck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, I'll be looking for the close guard, because I've been realizing like no one really like is doing it anymore.
Yeah.
And like, it's kind of like a under the sleeve like trick. You know what I mean? That I've got, and completely lost track.
No, you're I was also there, but no, you were saying about like how it's important to just always like thinking about like which is actually the best option for you and the worst option for them. Always being that kind of mentality. Always. Speaking of that, actually, I always wanted to talk about how different different martial arts go against each other. So if we had to say, if you just imagine you and me on the street, and you train Muay Thai and I train Jiu-Jitsu, how do you think that battle would go? Who do you think would win?